May 18, 1941, the beginning of Operation Rheinübung, was the German Kriegsmarine attempt to break out into the North Atlantic to attack Allied merchant shipping. Conducted by the new German battleship Bismarck and heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen, they made their way from Gdynia, Poland, up through Denmark to Bergen, Norway. While Bismarck was in Norway, a pair of Bf-109 fighters circled overhead to protect her from British air attacks, but flying officer Michael Suckling managed to fly his Spitfire directly over the German flotilla at a height of 8,000 meters and take photos of Bismarck and her escorts. Upon receipt of the information, Admiral John Tovey ordered the battlecruiser HMS Hood and the newly commissioned battleship HMS Prince of Wales and 6 destroyers to reinforce the pair of cruisers that were already patrolling the Denmark Strait. At 19:30 on 21st May, Bismarck Prinz Eugen and 3 escorting destroyers left Bergen, heading towards the Arctic Ocean. At midnight, the 3 escorting destroyers were detached, leaving only the 2 ships as they headed toward the Denmark Strait. The first engagement came when heavy cruisers HMS Norfolk and HMS Suffolk approached the German raiders too closely. German Admiral Lutyens ordered his ships to engage the British cruisers. Bismarck fired 5 salvos, 3 of which straddled Norfolk and rained shell splinters on her decks. The cruiser laid a smokescreen and fled into a fog bank, ending the brief engagement. The cruisers remained on station through the night, continually relaying the location and bearing of the German ships. At 5:45 on May 24th, German lookouts spotted smoke from HMS Hood and HMS Prince of Wales. Lutyens ordered his ship's crew to their battle stations. By 5:52, the range had fallen to 26,000 meters and Hood opened fire, followed by the Prince of Wales a minute later. Hood engaged Prince Eugen, whom Hood thought to be Bismarck, while Prince of Wales fired on Bismarck. The British ships approached the German ships head-on, which permitted them to use only their forward guns. Bismarck and Prince Eugen could fire full broadsides. Both German ships concentrated their fire on Hood. About a minute after opening fire, Prince Eugen had found the range to Hood, after scoring a hit with a high-explosive 8-inch shell, immediately followed by rapid-fire salvos from Bismarck's 8 15-inch guns. Lutyens ordered then Prince Eugen to shift fire and target the Prince of Wales. Within a few minutes, Prince Eugen also scored a pair of hits on the battleship. Prince Eugen then dropped behind Bismarck to continue to monitor the location of Norfolk and Suffolk, which were still 10 to 12 nautical miles to the east. At 6 a.m., Hood was completing the second turn to port when Bismarck's 5th salvo hit with at least one of the 38-centimeter armor-piercing shells, striking Hood and penetrating her deck armor. In only 8 minutes of firing, Hood had been destroyed, taking all but 3 of her crew of 1,419 men with her. The Battle of the Denmark Strait was a tactical victory for Germany, but its impact was short-lived. The damage done to Bismarck's forward fuel tanks forced the abandonment of the breakout and resulted in an attempt to escape to dry dock facilities in occupied France. And with the sinking of Hood and the loss of more than 1,400 crew, the Royal Navy mobilized every available warship in the Atlantic to hunt down and destroy Bismarck.